Well, good afternoon. It is Wednesday, October 6th, episode 316 of Worship Live. Robert and Joyce can't be with us because he's still recovering from his COVID pneumonia, but he's doing great. But they're going to lead us in worship. But before they do, Psalm 18 says, God's way is perfect. All the Lord's promises prove true. Not some, not most, all.
Amen.
He is a shield for all who look to him for protection. For who is God except the Lord? Who but our God is a solid rock? God arms me with strength, and he makes my way perfect. We have an awesome, powerful God, and that's who we're going to worship today as Robert and Joyce come to lead us.
Well, it's Tuesday, and we're glad to be back with you again today. I don't know about you, too, but I'm feeling a little bit like I'm a positive person. I'm a glass half full kind of person, and so for a long time, I could come out. Oh, this is a good thing. I wake up ready to go. Lots of things I wanted to accomplish and get done, but I'm starting to feel a little bit like, Lord, you got to help me keep focused here because I'm getting a little discouraged. And so today I wanted to be purposeful about worshiping the Lord, about looking at things in the eyes that he is in control and he knows exactly what's going on. And maybe today he just needed to draw me to himself. I looked at New Morning Mercies. Bill, you often speak about that book by Paul Tripp, is that right? And he says, this little phrase, it really is true that hopelessness is the doorway to hope. And getting to the end of ourselves helps us to be more focused and pursue God more and his faithfulness. So that's maybe today, this week, is your doorway to hope as we get to the end of ourselves and our plan for things. We were created to live in his presence. May we do that today.
To live in your presence, to fellowship with you, to walk in your love and be led by your Spirit. I live to worship you. I was created to live in your presence, to fellowship with you, to walk in your love and be led by your Spirit. I live to worship you. My heart's only desire is to worship you. My life freely I give you, make it holy, pure and true. My eyes see with your Spirit when I fellowship with you. I was created to live in your presence, Lord. My life was changed by your love and your mercy. Your Spirit has made me new. Now I can feel the joy of your presence. Your light in me shines through. My heart's only desire is to worship you. My life freely I give you, make it holy, pure and true. My eyes see with your Spirit when I fellowship with you. can always trust the wisdom of your ways, faithful God. As the sun is reborn and a beautiful morning reminds me of your faithfulness to me. Through the long, lonely night, when the darkness hid the light, you gave me grace to trust, and now I see. Even when it's hard to believe, even when my hope seems all gone, there has never been a night without a dawn. Faithful God, unfailing love, forever you are worthy of all praise. Faithful God, unfailing love, we can always trust the wisdom of your ways, faithful God. I love you, Lord, and I lift my voice to worship you.
Well, Joyce, you mentioned Paul David Tripp. There are some days that I want to take his devotional and just toss it in the trash can
I've heard you say that.
because the guy is just so convicting and has such amazing insight. And it was interesting that on April 25th, he wrote, "Today you will spend solitary moments of conversation with yourself, either listing your complaints or counting your blessings. Complaining forgets God's grace. It ignores his presence. It fails to see the beauty of his promises. It allows the display of his splendor in creation to go unnoticed. It questions his goodness, faithfulness, and love. It wonders if he is there and if he cares. If you believe in God and his control over everything that exists, then you have to accept that all your grumbling, not that you're grumbling, is ultimately grumbling against him. Yes, it is so easy to complain. It is so easy to forget the daily blessings that fall down on each of us. Our readiness to complain is another argument for the forgiving and rescuing grace that Jesus, without complaint, willingly died to give us." And that's a great segue into the song that you're going to sing. This was the first song that I ever heard you and Robert do. And I can remember as if it was yesterday. I don't remember what year, but it was at Tuscarora for a Christian Camping International conference. And Pam Wise came up to me and said, "You have got to hear this couple sing." I don't normally relinquish the mic if I haven't had a chance to hear somebody in advance. But I have to tell you that when Robert and Joyce sang, I was like, wow, this is my favorite song that you guys do. My Redeemer is faithful and true.
That's right. And after all these years, the message is still true,
Amen.
and I believe it even more today.
As I look back on the road I've traveled, I see so many times he's carried me through. And if there's one thing that I've learned in my life, my Redeemer is faithful and true. My Redeemer is faithful and true. Everything he has said he will do. And every morning his mercies are new. My Redeemer is faithful and true. My heart rejoices when I read his promise. There is a place I am preparing for you. I know someday I'll see him face to face, 'cause my Redeemer is faithful and true. My Redeemer is faithful and true. Everything he has said he will
All right, James, we got a lot of stuff happening. Let's talk about the hymn sing that's coming up, and Girl Talk, Men's Fellowship Night, Girls Weekend Away, and homeschool.
Whole new season.
It is.
Is starting up. So let me try to go in order here.
Okay.
So you said a lot. The homeschool co-op is starting back up. We have our second semester starting October 6th, and they run the first, so that'll be the first Wednesday in October. The first and third Wednesdays, October, November, December, are the class days. Registrations opens on September 27th, okay? So that's coming up. You can register online, www.americaskeswick.org, and make sure you click on the resources tab to get to the homeschool co-op page. Okay, you can find pricing information in there and class information as well. It's really exciting.
Okay, one of the questions that came up, and I just want to clarify. So this isn't a homeschool parent dropping off their kids and we babysit.
It is not. That's correct.
Okay,
That's
just
correct.
want to make sure everybody understands that.
There is you need to have supervision throughout the entire day.
Okay,
Sure.
it's a we thing.
It's a we thing, correct?
It's a
Yeah,
we
that's
thing.
a good
Okay.
way to put it.
All right.
So then the next thing that you mentioned was the hymn sing is October 7th. Okay, that's a new season of hymn sings. What songs are we singing?
We're doing the songs of John W. Peterson,
Nice.
Diane Susek, her brother Buddy King, a graduate of the Colony Mercy. Michael Faircloth is going to be with us. Carol Sexton, Bill Keefus, David Harris. It's going to be a wonderful morning. Everybody loves the songs of John Peterson.
Yeah, that's exciting. That's exciting. The following week is our new season of Girl Talk. Mary Jackson is coming in. Her theme is all in, and I believe the theme of the year is fruitful.
Yep.
So that's going to be an amazing day for the ladies to take part in.
Good.
Yep. And then Men's Fellowship is the very next day, the very next evening, and Pastor Joel Shorey is coming from Redeemer Fellowship out of Newark, Delaware, to speak to the men.
Great Bible teacher. We're going to have a meal in the dining room, which will
Awesome.
be really cool,
Awesome.
and then we'll come over to the Rose Auditorium for our program. So it's good to get back into
It's
the
very
season.
good.
And then and then the next weekend, we have our Girls Weekend Away.
That's right. That's right.
And who's our speakers?
So we have, let me get this right, Phyllis and Hannah Webb.
Good. Mom and daughter.
Mom and daughter.
And Phyllis and Hannah sing with the Rick Webb Trio.
Yeah.
And so they're going to be doing worship along with Robert and Joyce. There are a few rooms left. You want to call for a reservation, 1-800-453-7942, or you can check it all out on our website, www.americaskeswick.org. Join us tomorrow at 1:30 as Chaplain Juan Mendez and Jim Lang share a recovery podcast. It's going to be either a testimony or a topic relating to addiction. It's available on Facebook Live, Boxcast, or YouTube. And then we'll see you on Friday at 1:30. God bless.